just because of the prestige, just because of it really cements what women's wrestling has become. And I'll go with that because I really can't decide on another one. I'll go with that under protest.
What?
What? Just because of the prestige, and it was the first Hell in a Cell match, and it really broke a lot of barriers.
Okay. Quick question. Are we also going to be picking a best overall match of the year?
We can do that.
Okay, because I do have one in mind.
Okay.
Good.
So, best overall match of the year.
Overall.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn.
Fair enough.
That was that match was. Ugh. Get me a beer and I need to change my pants. That match was straight fire.
God.
Yeah. So, Nate, what do you think?
Well, you did take my best tag team match of the year, which I do agree on.
Mm-hmm.
DIY versus Revival at TakeOver Toronto was amazing. I will agree on best overall match of the year was Zayn versus Nakamura. Best singles match, next to that, I definitely would put Cena versus Styles. That matchup was awesome. It was a dream match that everybody wanted to see, and it was a true one because there was no interference, no shenanigans, no craziness to it. It was just straight up clean victory by AJ Styles, which I loved. Best women's matchup actually happened it was one of the reasons why WrestleMania was bearable, was Charlotte versus Sasha versus Becky. You talk about personifying the women's division. These three ladies definitely did it. The only thing missing was, hey, we want some Bayley. But that, I guess, will get saved for another time.
Right.
Honestly, these three women definitely threw everything that they had at each other, all for the sake to be the first ever WWE Women's Champion. Yeah, right. But, it was great because it also legitimized the women's division and just destroyed everything that the Divas division was. So I definitely had to throw that one in there. So
sounds good to me.
Maximilian Pegasus.
Maximilian Pegasus.
Oh my God. Well, my best singles match is the Lucha Underground title match, Champion Mil Muertes versus Phoenix. That happened this year. That was, hold on, that was what? I think it was March. We were still in season 2 at that point. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's that match just, oh my God. It's Mil Muertes versus Phoenix. Do I even need to say anything else? It's like
yes,
one of
reasons
of Lucha Underground. That match was beautiful. My best women's match would have to be Asuka picking up the NXT Women's Championship.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And somewhere deep inside, Mr. Spencer's dead.
God, there's a reason I didn't say her name of her opponent.
Oh no!
Gentlemen, remove your caps.
Can I also say, for a close second for the women's matchup, one matchup I actually just realized, and I don't know if this happened, on season 2 or season 3. Sexy Star versus Mariposa.
Oh yeah,
that was season 3.
Shit,
that was season 3. The No Mas match.
No Mas match.
Yeah,
yes.
No More. I forgot about that one. Oh. Now I'm sticking with what I got. Now then, I'm gonna have to combine my tag team and best match of the year because my match of the year is my best tag team match.
Okay.
And that is the Revival versus DIY.
Bada
2
bing!
out of 3. That is my match of the year. That is my tag team match of the year. I was calling that my match of the year the second the bell rang. I've watched it 4 times. I've thought about it. Oh my God. Okay, you want to know how much I liked this match? when I was considering my pick for match of the year, when I was thinking, what do I think is the best match of the year? I didn't even think about Sami Zayn versus Nakamura before I put this one on it.
Really?
That is how much I loved this match.
Wow.
That's fair. That's very fair.
For me, like, holy crap, I love this match. I want to take this match out for a beer.
Yep.
Awesome.
So the last two categories here that we have. Oh, actually, we have three. So we
Best
are
male, best female, and
breakout star of the year.
Oh, breakout star of the year. Okay.
Yes. So we will kind of lump those all into one, starting with breakout star, and then going into best male and female. Breakout star of the year, to me, I went first last time. Nate, why don't you go first?
Breakout star, easy pick, Shinsuke Nakamura. Definitely from NXT TakeOver Dallas all the way to now, he is still probably one of the best and most talked about prospects that NXT has ever had. Mm-hmm. And now that he's a two-time NXT champion, he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking forward to seeing him on the main roster. I'm hoping that he gets picked up very soon. Best female wrestler, I originally had Sasha Banks, but then I realized that there was one person that actually had a little more of a better year than Sasha, that being Charlotte. So Charlotte's my pick for this year because she was starting the year as women's Divas champion. Then she went into transitional women's champion for having that great feud with Sasha, and she's still one of the best heels today. Male wrestler of the year might surprise a lot of people, but I've actually had to listen to other podcasts and their reasonings behind this. And the one thing that definitely stood out was that he improved so much in this year that it's amazing how much that he's getting talked about since, geez Louise. I mean, it started off rough, but then it got immensely better into like a skyrocket deal. My best wrestler of the year is Matt Hardy. Mr. Broken Hardy. Now, you think about Broken Hardy and you think about the Final Deletion, the Leader Decay, the Great War, the Broken Brilliance, and now we go into total nonstop deletion. Whether you like it or not, Matt Hardy has really made it a huge impact in the wrestling community this year. And I think that his Broken Brilliance is just going to carry him on into the next level. And, geez, at this rate, he deserves not only to be in every Hall of Fame ever, he should just be one of those Universal Wrestling Hall of Fame people. Mm-hmm. Flat out, Matt Hardy is my wrestler of the year.
I feel you on that one.
So, breakout star for me, I will agree with you, Nate. Shinsuke Nakamura. The King of Strong Style. We had our reservations before he debuted. We thought they were gonna kind of dumb him down a bit. Not really. I mean, other than a few spots here and there, not really, not at all. So I'll go with breakout star Shinsuke Nakamura. That one's easy to me. Female wrestler, I gotta go with Sasha. Sasha, in my opinion, has... How do I say this? She has...
Dead ass?
No. I mean, if we were doing that, Alexa Bliss. But, no.
Oh, damn.
But, no, Sasha Banks, in my opinion, has a lot more steam going forward. Charlotte's coming towards the end of her run. Sasha's only got up to go. So I'm going to go Sasha Banks, my women's wrestler of the year. Male wrestler, I said it earlier in the show while we were recapping things. AJ Styles. In my opinion, to me, he came in some kind of an unknown to a few people here and there, but for most people, they knew exactly who the phenomenal AJ Styles was. And I think he has grown tremendously with the crowd, and his skills and his promo work as a heel is fucking gorgeous. It's so, in my opinion, AJ Styles easily male superstar of the year.
And that just leaves Mac.
Alrighty. My picks. Well, let me think. For best female wrestler, oh man, this is a tough one. We'll stick with WWE. My female wrestler of the year is Asuka.
Good. Got no arguments with that. Got no argument with it.
Say, but I have to also say, I'm not also surprised by that, because he would love to be with this woman, even though he's scared that she would tear him apart limb by limb.
What? What? No. Yes, no.
Did you just hear that? What?
No. Oh, God. Best male wrestler. Best male wrestler.
As long as it's not Matanza.
Best male wrestler, I'm going to have to give that one... Oh, this one's hard. I'm torn between two guys. Fuck, I'll give the other one breakout star. My male wrestler of the year is AJ Styles.
Okay.
My breakout star of the year, and I want to preface this by saying I'm not saying he's breaking out like, oh, he's never been on Famous. He's never been on TV before.
Right.
He's got his wrestling fame. He's been on TV. I'm talking about someone who's been kind of in a rut for a long time, and they've kind of not only gotten out of that rut, but they've taken their career to a level it hasn't been at. My breakout star of the year is Samoa Joe.
Very nice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Very nice. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. And my overall wrestler of the year is Mr. AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm. That's.
Are we doing overall too? Oh, damn it.
I just. Yeah. 450 splash from the outside the table, and he landed on his face, and he almost he was made in a factory somewhere. He's not a human.
Right. Yeah.
He's just AJ. He's not a human being. His species is AJ Styles. If he was a Pokemon, his type would be AJ Styles. If he were a Digimon, there's Virus Vaccine and AJ Styles.
Come on.
Oh, God, I'm officially broken.
Yes. So, all the names mentioned in tonight's awards ceremony, if you could send us your address, we'll get you your awards as soon as we can.
Working on that solid gold 8-foot-high, 90-pound trophy.
Yeah, that's going to be a bitch to ship, though. So.
Oh, I know.
So we'll be back next week. How are we gonna? I think I want to come after Max for the belt. I think I have a well-deserved rematch.
No.
I think I have a well-deserved rematch as an original host of this show to go up against Max Beattie.
You're gonna wait until the Royal Rumble.
144. Thank you, asshole. 144 days. So I can do whatever I damn well please.
Rightful rematch clause. You got a bullshit clause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if you want, we could actually have a real wrestling match for that number one contenders match next week. How about that, huh?
How about I just tase your ass? How about that?
Yeah, you could try it, but I'm pretty sure I would get you in the yes lock and make you tap out like a little whiny.
Probably. So that's going to do it for the Squared Circle podcast. Spreaker.com, iTunes, Player.fm, PodDirectory.com, Stitcher.com, TuneIn Radio, Satchel Player for the iPhone and Android, also on CastBox.fm. We'll be back next week to make our predictions for Roadblock End of the Line. So until then, for Max Beattie and Nate the Effin' Great, I'm Spencer Hart saying so long from the Squared Circle Production Studios. See ya!
Woo!